It was an exciting and productive year in the city of San Luis Obispo. We saw major accomplishments across the 10 city departments who worked in partnership with the public, volunteer advisory bodies in the council to make our community a better place for everyone who lives, works, and visits our city. Here's a look at what's been accomplished.
In response to the climate crisis, the city of San Luis Obispo has taken a leadership position in the state of California as well as nationally in planning for carbon neutrality by the year 2035. This means deep greenhouse gas emissions reductions across our community, as well as opportunities and commitments to economic development, health, and equity outcomes.
The IT and utilities departments collaborated to upgrade the SCADA system to ultimately save money on energy costs and water conservation for utility users and city departments. GIS consolidated data and moved it to a new system that provides emergency responders with better information when responding to emergencies. To expand our greenbelt, the city purchased the Miosi open space, adding 266 acres to be enjoyed by hikers, cyclists, and to protect wildlife and native plants near Reservoir Canyon. Our tourism program expanded outreach to potential visitors in top travel markets. And our economic development manager is working with local businesses and regional partners to improve our local economy to prepare for the closure of the Diablo power plant. We worked with utility staff to reach an agreement with local labor groups for their work on the upcoming major upgrade to the water resource recovery facility. We worked with project teams from city administration, community development, and public works to move the city's first successful development agreements to completion. Provided internal support to the city's sustainability staff to advance the council's direction on community choice energy. We designed, configured, tested, and trained employees on the new personnel software, and that will roll out soon as part of the Motion project.
12 city employees are participating in a regional leadership academy with staff across the Central Coast. As part of this academy, we are working on projects that will better our community on topics such as increasing education on the cannabis usage for youth and parents, developing a toolkit that will help employees better interact with the homeless community, a regional Central Coast knowledge exchange, and promoting public employment for both employers and potential employees.
60% of open city staff positions were filled internally through the Employment Opportunity Program promoting professional development. Our internal audit of the Fair Labor Standards Act ensures compliance and accurate overtime and classification of employees. We also assessed public buildings, right-of-way, and programs to ensure compliance with the Americans with Disabilities Act and to help plan for future upgrades.
This year we're faced with significant challenges, and our budget and work plans focused on maintaining existing infrastructure, core services, advancing the fiscal health response plan objectives, such as employee concessions, new ways of doing business, as well as new revenues and operating reductions.
We presented the supplemental and mid-year budgets to Council that included continued work toward the 2017 to 2019 major city goals. We are also monitoring and making necessary budget adjustments to address the city's long-term fiscal challenges, including a plan to pay off the city's unfunded pension liability in the next 20 years, avoiding $19 million in interest. We developed a popular annual financial report, or PAFR, an easy-to-read document that the community without a public finance background can learn about city finance and spending. We implemented the first phase of the Motion project, a new enterprise resource planning (ERP) system that improves the delivery of projects and services to the community.
Beginning in 2017, the city started working on its comprehensive update to zoning regulations. The zoning regulations are intended to guide development to protect and enhance the natural and built environment. Part of the update included new programs such as streamlining the development review processes and procedures, new parking requirements for electrical vehicles, and new housing opportunities for tiny homes on wheels within backyards of single-family residences.
New land use regulations and health and safety standards for cannabis businesses are now included in the updated municipal code. There were 286 residential housing permits issued. Of those, 26% were for affordable housing units. In addition, development agreements were completed for 2 large housing subdivisions, and the department is overseeing construction of 3 downtown hotel properties in different stages of construction. Code enforcement promoted healthy and safe neighborhoods by increasing awareness and information while investigating potential code violations of property maintenance standards.
The Laurel Lane Complete Streets project wrapped up over the summer, and it included major upgrades to the sidewalk and crossings, improved bike lanes, and provided new pavement. The project connects the neighborhood, Sinsheimer Park, and more.
Intersections at Monterey and Osas were improved for better visibility and sidewalk access, and the sidewalk at Railroad Square was replaced. 19 electric vehicle charging stations were installed in the Marsh Street parking garage, making it one of the largest public charging stations in the state. And an automated license plate reader program is reducing time patrolling downtown and neighborhood parking areas. Early storm preparation and quick response when the rainy season came reduced negative impacts of storm events. Enhanced tree pruning services helped maintain the more than 20,000 trees throughout our community's urban forest. An updated short-range transit plan route expanded service hours, routes, and improved on-time performance. Our fleet continues to reduce emissions by replacing gas-fueled with hybrids, electric and renewable diesel options.
Years of planning, Water Resource Recovery Facility, or WRF, staff are gearing up for major construction. The typical life cycle of wastewater treatment equipment is around 20 years, and we have far exceeded that for many systems. New regulatory limits from the state require us to change our methods of nutrient reduction and disinfection. The upgrade will increase the quality of recycled water and better equip staff to match supply with system demands.
And a new biodigester takes food scraps and yard waste from curbside green bins and moves them through a 14-day digestive process. At full capacity, the plant will harvest otherwise toxic biogas into enough energy to power 600 homes for 1 year. The Water Energy Efficiency Project is a combination of water system upgrades, including Nacimiento hydroelectric generation, water treatment plant ozone system, and solar generation. The Whale Rock Reservoir team inspected the 18-mile pipeline to plan for responsive maintenance or replacement to increase the system's lifespan at a minimum cost to the community.
In 2018, the Parks and Rec Department has been very busy engaging with the public as we update our Parks and Rec Master Plan Element Update. We've been asking the community, what do you want to see in the city's parks and other recreation facilities over the next 20 years?
We've had 4 interactive public workshops, and the response from the community has been amazing, with over 500 initial people attending the first workshop.
Working together, rangers and volunteers maintained and managed 55 miles of trails to protect our natural resources in the city's more than 4,000 acres of open space. We saw continued success at community building through events, recreation, and sports. Thousands of community members participated in organized sports programs, and many more enjoyed drop-ins at public facilities and parks. Our goal is to provide affordable family activities, including the 3rd annual September Scramble, the 5th annual Gobble Wobble 5K Fun Run Walk, Slow Try, Family Campout, Movies in the Mission, and Back to Pool Night. And more than 1,000 kids participated in before and after school activities through the Youth Services Program.
The Community Action Team now has a social worker to help us respond to issues surrounding the community's most vulnerable and engage with individuals who need support.
The Slow Cat team works with those who are homeless, with mental illness, and also substance abusers. We'll go out into the field, 40 Prado Homeless Center. We'll also head under bridges, into creeks, downtown. We'll make sure that services are provided.
Community members can register their home and business surveillance systems in a new camera registration program, so officers can request footage for investigations. A new full-time crime analyst provides a new resource to compile and review data to help focus enforcement, investigations, and prevention. All staff adopted the One Mind Pledge and went through a crisis intervention training. And a new peer support group is working to improve the internal health and resiliency of the department. And officers participated in many community events and visited local schools.
Hi, I'm Engineer Hosh from San Luis City Fire. Working on Truck 2 today, we're coming to you from the top of Cal Poly parking structure. Due to the growing and changing student population here at Cal Poly, the fire department has negotiated a new service contract so we can serve the community better both on and off campus.
We said goodbye to retiring Chief Garrett Olson for his more than 30 years of firefighting and welcomed our new Chief Keith Agson. We developed a 5-year strategic plan focusing on community needs and department goals, and a new operations committee is overseeing operational efficiencies. Working with county staff, A new off-road vehicle was purchased and used for more than 24 trail rescues and was paid for with grant funds.
Through listening to community members like you, the Council, along with city staff, are creating policies and making changes to make San Luis Obispo an inclusive place for all.
10 departments, 396 employees, 46,000 residents, helping our community thrive 365 days a year.